The lion stands on the deck of the hangar, with Zabriel to his left. The rest of his sons are commanding other forces and other fleets, lending their skill and experience to the Protectorate, with orders not to stray too far. All of the so-called fallen are keen to prove their worth, but the lion has impressed the need for caution upon them. Their only chance of survival is to stay in close contact and be ready to aid each other if needed. The days of Dark Angels crusading fleets venturing into the unknown are long gone. But here are the Blood Angels in a trio of Thunderhawk gunships, sweeping in through the ion field that prevents the hangar's atmosphere from leaking out into the void of space. They touch down as one, as neatly as if this were a parade ground back in the days of the Great Crusade, a flashback to a time before the twin knives of treachery and betrayal were buried into the Imperium's heart. The Thunderhawk's forward ramps lower, and warriors armored in blood red descend them in unison. The lion feels a pang of sorrow at seeing Sanguinius's sons. It is one thing to know that his loyal brothers are gone, but quite another to see this reminder of one of them. Quite unexpectedly, the lion feels a rush of guilt. Why should I have been the one to survive, out of all of us? Why should it have been me? However, another part of him is weighing and assessing what he is seeing. 60 Space Marines is a potent force, even more so if they are armed, supplied, and organized by squads in a manner his sons cannot currently be. What he could do, if these 60 warriors were under his command. But of course, they are not. They are here to do him honor. Plucked away from what must undoubtedly have been other vital engagements, simply because of his status. And if their current commander decides that he is a fraud, then the lion is under no illusion that these warriors are here to kill him. Then a new group of 10 Space Marines emerges from the central gunship, and between them comes a warrior in an incredibly ornate golden plate, with a jump pack rising from his back and his face masked. The lion's eyes fall upon that mask, and rage fills him. "Who are you?" he demands, striding forward. The assembled Blood Angels, who had their weapons held neutrally in parade form, bring them up to ready positions as one, although they do not yet aim them. The lion does not care. "Who are you?" he repeats, louder and angrier. "To wear my brother's face." They are Sanguinius's features, cast in gold and drawn at an expression of rage and grief that reaches out and tears the lion's heart all over again. "Stand down, brothers," the masked warrior orders, and the Blood Angels lower their weapons once more. Then the gold-armored commander reaches up and removes his helm, revealing the face beneath. The lion can see the distant echo of the angel there, but greatly distilled by time. The warrior's long hair, which spills loose, is jet black, but threaded with silver. His pale skin is drawn tight over high cheekbones, with faint blue veins visible beneath it. For all the power and command this Space Marine radiates, the lion can tell that he is ancient. "I am Dante, commander of the Blood Angels," the golden-armored warrior says. "I greet you, Lionel Johnson, Lord of the Dark Angels and son of the Emperor." The Blood Angels drop to one knee, just as smoothly as their Thunderhawks landed. The lion frowns, abruptly feeling as though he has been wrong-footed. "You are satisfied with my identity? If you will forgive me, Lord, you are older than I expected," Dante says, still on one knee. But to have so readily and unpromptedly recognized the face of our Gene-Father says much. Besides, I have served the Emperor for over 1,000 years, and I have yet to meet a being with the same bearing as a Primarch, save for another Primarch. The lion blinks. Over 1,000 years. Dante was ancient indeed, and— "Wait," he says. his mouth dry. "Another Primarch? Get up, all of you," he adds. "Just tell me, one of my brothers yet lives?" "My apologies, my Lord Lion," Dante says, rising back to his feet along with his warriors. "I assumed word had arrived ahead of us. Lord Guilliman of Ultramar was revived and healed from the stasis in which he had been locked for millennia, and has launched the Indomitus Crusade to take back the Imperium from its enemies. He fought his way through the Great Rift and came to the rescue of my chapter and our blood brothers, and brought reinforcements with him in the shape of the Primaris Marines. A new breed of warrior developed over 10,000 years. The Lion's thoughts are whirling. The Imperium still exists. He is not being denounced as an impostor and plunged into an ugly civil war against his brother's sons. There are other bastions of humanity out there in the galaxy, with which he can link up and fight back the darkness. However, one thought rises to the surface above all others. Brother, I am not alone.